It was by chance that we got involved with Chinese porcelain at all. We had bought a lot of decorative things, not a lot, but a certain number of decorative things, glass and a little vase and so on. But we'd never bought any Chinese porcelain. One weekend, we went to Ghent to spend the weekend at a little inn and so on. We were too early for dinner, and so we thought we'd walk around the town. But we were too late for the town because everything was closed except one shop. It was a shop that sold Chinese porcelain. I said, look, let's go in, it's the only thing open. And Myrna said, I don't want to go in. I don't like that black furniture with the ball and claw feet. But it started to rain. And so we had no choice. We walked in. And we found a very ebullient, middle-aged man, short, but he had a fistful of mimeographed sheets. And he was so enthusiastic to show us his wares that we started to look around, and they became kind of interesting. And so we said to him, if we were to collect Chinese porcelain, what would you recommend? And without any hesitation, he said, Guangxi blue and white, which means basically 17th century blue and white. Something like these. These are all Guangxi blue and white. And little by little, we made little choices. We bought some cups and saucers. We bought a couple little vases, something like this. We bought one big plate that had the Great Wall of China on it. We stayed there so late, we almost missed dinner. But we developed an enthusiasm, and the next morning we went back and bought some more. And we went back to Paris, and at that time, in the Guillemets, there was an identification service, and the curator would tell you, you'd bring something in that you had, and she'd tell you what the period was. She wouldn't talk about value, but she'd tell you the period. And we found that his knowledge didn't extend as far as his enthusiasm. And that some of the things were 17th century and some of the things were 19th century, and yet they looked exactly alike. They were the same color, they were the same design, they were the same form. And so we said, how can we find out what the difference is? And so we started to study Chinese porcelain. We went to museums, we read some books, we talked with a curator. It took about 2 years. And at the end of 2 years, we understood why the paste in the 17th century is different from that of the 19th, why the color is slightly different when you really look at it, why the drawing is different, and so on. And so it was another kind of adventure which captivated us and took over a great deal of our interest for many years.